There we go. Okay. Okay. So it is our very own Hydrus and very Holly up first, with Hydrus being on the Whooper with cheese and Polly on BLÅHAJ, of course. Well, we shall see what Hydrus is going to open with. I would say Hydrus should probably open with that Steel Eel just so he could get to middle as quickly as possible. And then we could probably see that Shelly and Donnie acting as a block, but it could also be a more of an aggressive, just reach in and grab that side. So we shall see. Because Hydrus might be playing a little bit more aggressive. Because this is it looks like that was a very interesting flash, but unfortunately I was trying to fix stream because this is if I were to say that it's held together by hopes and dreams, it would be pretty dark accurate. So it looks like I just is trying to find a place for that splat button. Whether or not he wants to go for that base blocking, or if he wants to go in and uh, try and pierce a little bit further into Polly's region. But we shall see. And I just does have. Oh, yep, and ooh, it looks like they're both going for the same idea, trying to penetrate into each other's bases. So we shall see if Hydrus is going to continue going aggressive, or if he's going to go and try to bend a little bit, which I would say maybe I would try and use that tri-stringer block if at all possible, but that was just me. That's just me. Oh, steal it. Oh, it looks like they're both going aggro, so I would think right now would be the time for Hydrus to come in and block that lower half of his spawn, or he could go extremely aggressive, but this is interesting. I've never seen both players go aggro once. And we shall see. Oh, ooh, that is. Oh, that was a very, very lucky splat thing there because that I think that interrupts the captain combo. So yeah, that's interesting. We shall see what decides to do here. Oh, that is a great attempt at a block, but unfortunately, Hydrus does have the upper hand there on the special count. Not special count, the total count. Ooh, I could see a place where I just could put a suction bomb, but that will also give Polly special too. So I'm not sure if he wants to go for that. But he could. Ooh, he could go for that suction bomb there, which is give him a single point there. I'm not sure if I just runs anything like Temp Tech or I want to say Ink Mine or no Sprinkler. A Temp Tech or Sprinkler that'll be able to get into that little corner. Does look like Small Fry is going to that is a good question. Where does he go Small Fry? Because I can see that spot in the upper right hand corner of Polly's face. But also at the same time, uh, oh, I could also see him possibly going for that the special farming where he places the small fry in that little corner to where um, both its its special block and um, the other special block from the previous card uh, would slam itself in there. So and he does not go for that shot. Interesting. Polly does grab two more, so it is Polly up 4-2. Hydrus is 2, but Hydrus is going to place that little Judd in there, which I honestly is probably the best spot for that Judd to go. And oh, that was disgusting. Whatever Polly did, I did not really see, but ooh, that was gross. Pretty gosh darn disgusting. But yeah, we shall see where Hydrus plays Viper. We're gonna go for a little bit more special farming, which is understandable. But yeah, we shall see how this plays out. Polly does have about 15 seconds to go, so they are gonna have to think quick and act quick. They haven't already strategized the plan. It looks like little Judd, little attack. Alright, so it looks like I just now noticed how many I just has. So he is going for that Octavio, but it's gonna be a really tight squeeze depending on where he wants to put that. Because he's being special blocked in the lower side, so it might be a situation where he has to there might be a spot in the lower, like more towards his base, you could put it. But unless he goes over and tries that area, it's a really tough spot for him to be in right now. Because if he isn't able to close that gap with this placement, then he is this is hard. See where that ink storm goes, but hopefully he's able to swing it in his favor. But I'm not sure of those double 312s, so it could be anybody's game at this point. So we shall see, and it is Polly's victory. So good, congrats, Polly. Good job. Yay, you did it. Clapping noises. Let me move over to the maps and give Team B a point, and we shall see. Alright, we shall see what the counter was. Alright, 90 is coming up with a River Drift. So let's go ahead and put that in here. And then we can go here, do this and that, and we shall Can I please spectate? Thank you. Ugh, I hate it when it does that. It's just hard to spectate. But we are going into the second game of this round. It is Polly versus 90 on River. And ooh, that's a very interesting hand to start with if 90 does say keep this. Which I don't blame him for not keeping it. But oh, that does look a little bit better because that does allow 90 to go a little bit more aggressively than they could have with that other opening hand. Yeah. So what I can see is 90 trying to not only wiggle their way up, but also see if they can block as well. Because they have that Hydra Splat lane. That would be a good blocker. But they might want to shift it up by one more. I don't think they want to shift it up by one more because that could result in a clash. So I think it might be easier for this is definitely the play, but I'm not sure if this is the exact. Okay, okay. Did I take that back? That was a good idea. That was a very, very nice Captain Clash there. So I definitely think 90 is going to take that opportunity to maybe sneak around into Polly's base. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if Polly went and gone for this. But defended it as well. So we shall see. Oop, it looks like Polly might be holding off a bit just so they can start to build up special, which would probably be best for both sides here. Because I don't see a card that 90 could use to just further cement their place in Polly's territory. Because I wasn't able to catch that. I don't think they have. Oh, it looks like they might be able to use their Tri-Slosher if they're able to get it in time. But we shall see where RMB leads them. Yep, it looks like 90 lost that spot, but they did get a special point, so not all hope is lost, I suppose. Looks like it might be going for that Octo Stamp in that little itty bitty spot right there, just so they can get a leverage in, which hopefully will work out for them, but if Polly's playing more defensively, I don't think. Oh, and that is a point for 90, but that's also at least 2 more points for Polly. So hopefully 90 has some sort of plan going on here. But yep. Looks like Shelly and Dottie was attempting to block, but with Bloblobber being a lower value card, it was able to win that clash. So it looks like 90 is going to be able to budge the way up into there with that. I want to say it's the Tri-Slosher, but I'm not sure. Because I bet you Polly's going to go for that spot as well. So it may or may not be best to go for that. But I can also see them placing that Clash Blaster there and going with the Tri-Slosher in that pocket created by the Clash Blaster. But also at the same time, I think 90 should probably start building up special at this point because they got a foothold. Oh, so the Tri-Slosher did clash with Octostamp, but that still gives 90 at least some sort of foothold in that area. Because right now, Poly does have a 11-point lead, but also 90 does have a lot, like a lot of special points in that area. So they are able at endgame, which we're approaching pretty soon, but endgame they're able to hopefully pierce through. I believe. So, shall see where that steal is. Maybe it's big. Going for that steel eel special farming, but could also see if we are going for an 312. Oh, gotta go for that eel eater somehow. Could grab that. That could grab at least one special. But it might be safer for 90 to go down and place that steel eel where they have it right now, because that does get them a special block, and it still leaves them opportunities for coming in at the last second. We shall see how Polly responds. It looks like 90 might be trying to come in a little bit for their 312, but it's gonna be a really tough. They could grab the tower control tower there. I'm not sure if that would be the best idea. Be a very interesting play. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to move their way out of this one. I'm not sure if that was a. Oh, they did. So they did pass. Oh, I was not paying attention to their special amount. They did pass, but oh, this is gonna be an interesting one. So we shall see who has this, because it was really close. But it looks like Polly got this one. So I believe that is a point for another point for BLÅHAJ. Second. See how Polly does this. Alright. Nice. I can meditate. Yep, that was another one for BLÅHAJ. So give me a second. I'm going to do my best to catch up. It is very, very difficult, especially as a relatively new caster and relatively new TO to solo this. So thank you again, guys, for putting up with my mess. Dynamo. but we shall, looks like Polly might be going a little bit more on the defensive side this time on tape. Oh, they're O2. Oh, I am double checking something so quick. Second. Alright, we have ironed it out. I just got a little confused, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. And it looks like Polly is going to go a little aggressive on the right-hand side. So, we got Judd there, filling that spot. And could go in for that Splatling to build special on that side, which I would not blame Polly. That might be the best play because they most likely can't fit that Splatling anywhere else unless they pull a special in. Obviously, they don't have any special right now, or rather, enough special. So it looks like they might be able to fit that crack on right in that little spot, but I'm not sure if that's what they're going to go. And the Splatling is going to clash. That does give Polly a point, but it also gives Kato an in, so to speak. So hopefully this heavy Splatling is able to block that spot if that is what Polly is going for. So I would probably go for that Splatling block because that's going to be pretty darn important later if they do decide on doing it later. But it is going to be pierced by the stringer, so I would say Polly should probably give up on that base just so they can start farming special, because I can see a spot where they could put that Tri-Slosher in the right hand pocket, but they could also put the Octo Stamp there, so it will really depend on how they are going to do this. Yeah, that would be the play I would do, is playing that Tri-Slosher. Either the Tri-Slosher or the Octo Stamp, but I personally would have gone for the Tri-Slosher. because then he could have octo stamped in that lower right hand corner in mid. So it's really gonna be interesting, because it looks like Potato is going to start building up base. Oh, that is a good spot for the Autobomb. I did not realize they were going to RNG for Autobomb. So hopefully Holly is able to continue this setup with the Autobomb in the corner, which I believe they should be able to, unless some wacky stuff comes from Dr. Potato. So yeah, that Autobomb's the best place there. And oh, they both got Autobombs. Oh, Potato does have 7 specials, so that is going to be a really good uphand. I'm not sure if Potato needs the uphand at this point, because um, they do have a pretty sizable lead. But it could also be possible that Polly would be able to steal this last second. But we shall see. Shall see. So Potato does have. Potato did go for that block there, which is not surprising, but. So it looks like Polly and Potato are matched for special points. So it looks like it's going to be time for those 312s to come out. So it looks like Big Man's probably come in and grab a special for Polly, so Polly can come in and 312 it to close out. I would not. I would. Yeah, I would probably put that Manta Storm there, just so they're able to 312. Yep, it looks like and oh, that is a. Oh, Polly might be able to pull this off if they can thinking back at the right spot. But Potato also does have a bit of an upper hand here on special quests, so they could pull out a potentially really good game-winning card here. But we shall see. My prediction is going to be Dr. Potato is going to win this, because they have that special yeah, special advantage. But also look at the board state. They do have a bit of a blocking. So we shall see, because that might be Holly's. Oh no, it is not. But that was Potatoes. So that was a beautiful win for NA. So let's give NA a point. So let's see who's countering and who's coming up next. Looks like Cat and Potato are coming up. Let's observe Cat. Cat on Main Street. Cat on Main Street. On game and so that is a really good opening with Fry. So it really looks like it's decision on what side they're going to go for, if they're going to go directly in the middle. I don't blame them if they went directly in the middle, or even tried to whichever amp. Nice. So that 96 gal is probably going to come in and block that left-hand side. But we shall see. Because Cat could come in and block here. But we could also see if that... Oh, that is a steel clash. But that was an attempt at block. But it was successful on piercing through. So that could be an early Ultra Stamp for Cat, just so they can pierce through to the other side. I would personally throw it against the wall, only because that could leave an opening for Potato. So we shall see where that Ultra Stamp goes. Or it could go in for a defensive block. I'm not sure if Cat wants to go aggro at this point. That is one special for Potato. But it looks like Cat is able to go into base just as Potato is going into theirs. So it's gonna be interesting. So I'm not sure if Potato's gonna go for a little bit more defense or offense. Defense may be on Potato's side because they do have a little bit more wiggle room up there, but at the same time, Cat is coming up. That's pretty difficult right there. Looks like that was an attempted block or not. But either way, Cat is still able to come up, and that is a really good place for that fly fish. Let's just hope it isn't it isn't contested or flashed out. Which it wasn't. So Cat might be able to pull in the lead a little bit here, because that is a 6-point lead currently, but there is potential for it to hopefully widen. So it looks like I think the play might be for Cat to go a little bit more aggressively here if they're not planning on filling in base. So it looks like they are able to do that splatter shot fly fish combo to get those 2 special points, as long as I can't remember off the top of my head if special blocks could be blocked. But, it looks like Cat is being a little pushed out by Potato in their base, but I'm not sure if Potato is going to keep going aggro or if they're going to go a little bit more defensive, because Cat does have a 2-point lead, and it would be wise at this point for Potato to try and staunch that. But yeah, we shall see. It looks like they were trying to contest that spot in the middle. So it looks like probably best to... that is also a good spot, but I think it might be wise for Cat to defend a little bit instead of going completely aggro. Because yeah, it got him this far, but it could be their downfall. So I would personally go for that defense. I would probably not the best idea to put your Dynamo roller up there, but who am I to judge? I'm not sure if Cat is debating on this or not, but it probably would be the best defense. Yeah, go down there. Oh, oh, oh! If I betcha 100%, if Cat did end up putting that dynamo oiler where they were testing in the first place, ooh, that would have been a perfect clash. That would have been a perfect clash. I would have liked to see what happened then, but unfortunately, we shall never know. Well, we know it probably, but still. Yeah, look, they're gonna pull into a charger and a octostamp, but we shall see if they go for the octostamp first. Yep, they did miss the perfect clash. That was hilarious. So it looks like Potato is going for that interesting place. So looks like I'm not sure if it would be wise for Cat to try and start sifting through. Oh, they're gonna go. They're draw into. They can draw into the Octostamp next turn. So, yep, they drew the Octostamp. So it's probably gonna be that Octostamp in the little spot in base right there. So that's where I would put them. Or that is also a good idea too. That they can come in and grab three special points while also taking out two of Potatoes' spots. So we should see. That's be an interesting thing. Looks like Potato does have 10 seconds to think about this. And here comes the Whopper. Ooh, that does take away. Ooh, this could be. This could be a waste game at this point. Because there's got to be a way for Cat to finagle that Tenta missiles, not triple ink strike, but I'm not sure if it'll make any difference at this point because that is a double ink strike. That is a clash. So that might be changing it. That might be it. Oh, but it does go to Dr. Potato, that wonderful, wonderful man. So we shall move to the maps. So that is a point towards NA. And we shall see. They're 2-on-2 right now. And we are going to go with. Oh, it looks like we are going to have a bit of a break here before we go into this final match. It looks like we are going to go into a bit of a BRB before this last one, so we will see you in. Oh, did I? Yep. Okay. Good. Okay. We are back. Let's go back to the main game. And let me just make sure everything is okay. And I do believe we are going to be on square squared. So, go ahead and go that up. And see how they're going to take this one. Because at this point, I think every round that we've streamed so far has gone to game 5. So we shall see how square squared goes. I'm just surprised they haven't gentlemen's into boxes, because I remember, I want to say it was the side deck tournament last Thursday that they gentlemen into boxes, which is hilarious to watch. But square squared is its older cousin, so older brother. So we shall see. Looks like Roman is going to go ahead and try to defend on the left hand, the upper left side. While I think Potato might be wanting to go ahead and look in for that what do you want to call it? Where's my phone? That on the left hand side, so and we shall so that is an interesting spot to put that 312, which is if you're wanting to go for the block, that's good, and that was a good attempt at that block. That was a good attempt. So it looks like Jumpman is gonna go for that left-handed but I think we do hit you. Gonna build special off of that. I want to say it was the Shiver earlier. What? As soon as something happens, I bite. Well, that Shiver did clash with the other card from before, so very. Going is to try to sneak around, which I don't blame him. But honestly, at this point, I think they've pretty much yin and yang this, where they're just gonna keep spiraling and spiraling. We shall see where Potato Side Spud is. Beautiful attempt at defending. Unfortunately, that other card is going to stack on top. Jonas is going to defend that corner. We shall see what Potato decides to do. that judge does stop on top, but Joven still has the lead. Right. I think Joven is going to go for that lower corner with the... I don't remember what that brand was off my head. But a brand card. Scout. Okay, that is Scout. Okay. Good. That E-Litter might fit perfectly in that spot. We shall see where Pinnacle's that last card, because... Ooh, that was a really good place to have that Rapid Blaster Echo. Be a pretty close one, because that is a perfect spot for that. I would be surprised if Joven didn't put that there. I would personally put that there, just so I have another place to pierce through, but I don't know, it's Joven playing, not me, so... I did put that Chrome Pop in there. Doesn't give them a lot more, but does give them a bit more wiggle room with their specials. So they're probably going to put that Splash-O-Matic, I would say, in that corner right there, because that'll grab them 3. That would probably be the best place to put that Splash-O-Matic. Splash-O-Matic. Flash is the pointy and Sploosh is the round. I think. Yeah. Potato is going to have to do something to pull it out. Otherwise, Joven might be able to pull through and get this dub. That's a really interesting pick to be in with that little Judd. I'm not sure if putting the Judd down as a special would be the best move, but that might be the best place to put that Judd as a move. It does have a couple more seconds to think. It looks like he's going to Steel Eel. Both? Oh! Potato's not set up for that 312. But Joven is, so we shall, Oh, it looks like he, completed. So it is BLÅHAJ. BLÅHAJ is BLÅH1.